like, because I don't know, in my head, like, I just value Decentraland like that, right? You know, because like people obviously like see what we have here is very, very valuable, dude. Um, so you know, like they're gonna have costs and everything to like do their own thing, and to be able to like expand here, like you know that's value in itself. Like obviously, if you have like users and stuff like that, right? Then they're like, yeah, best friends, Decentraland. But I feel like even with like the users we have right now, they could expand their map and they could learn so many things. This could be like their testing ground, if anything, to be like, yo, dude, we're gonna like be experimenting with blockchain and stuff. Let's see what it looks like out here. Um, but I don't know. I think the aesthetics are kind of like getting to like really good, right? Um, so we should see people. We should see more of these games. Yeah, I don't know what these guys are talking about. Quarter four, quarter four. Everybody's talking quarter four. Um, that's when these guys want to actually start doing pushes and stuff like that. But dude, like, we're gonna have so much fun just cause.
We've been making pushes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Let's
saying, right? Like these guys are waiting for the perfect time, but Decentraland's been pushing like small pushes every single day, bro. Every single week. You know, so it's like it would make sense to like have like Decentraland like at the top of your list for integration, bro, right? Like versus everybody
well,
else.
one day the masses will know. One day the masses will know. Right now, everyone's all like ganged up. It's like, no, other side is better. No, this other world is better. It's like, nah.
What is this other world? Because I've only heard other side. Like that's how thin the competition has gotten, bro. That there's no survivors. There's no survivors who like. So that's why I get curious every time they go like oh, but we could go here and here. I'm like, bro, what is that specific place that you're calling here and there? Because the only one standing right now is other side, and we'll throw sandbox in there for being nice. Um,
If we're being nice.
but I'm just being real, bro.
I
Right?
just don't understand why there's gotta be this, like, competition scarcity mindset of,
Yeah, I don't get that either, bro.
like,
I don't,
the Epic shield that people got for logging in this week through Epic Games, like, I feel like that is an indicator so much of just um, not even, like, cross interoperability like we've always wanted, but, like, look, we can work together, like, it's you can, it's kinda like it's kinda like saying, like, "Well, which child do you love the most?" Like, our heart isn't a cup that fills up. Like, a cup of water, yeah, if you fill it up, like, it has a point where it overflows. But, like, the things that you're interested in, that's not how they work. Like, you can play infinite games, and it just seems like such a better way to do it, to be like, you could have a pudgy world in Sandbox, and it could be all cute and pixelated. You could have a pudgy world in Roblox. You could have it in the other side. Like it could just be like a different vibe in each place. And it'd be so cool if you're like wearing your freaking outfit that you got for like, yeah, I had to go complete the tasks in each of these game engines to like get my little skin, and it would just it would be I think that that's the future, is, like, not seeing everything like, "Oh, it's us versus them." It's like, no, like, especially this week, Decentraland has been around so long compared to other NFT projects, and to get into the Epic Game Store, I didn't wanna make a post that's like, "What other NFT project from 2017 do you see, like, shipping?" But I was like, "No,
no,
I don't wanna, like,
there's
frame it that way," but in my head, I'm like, "This is big. This is so big."
bro. It's actually genuinely ridiculous how like people actually turn on their blinders when they like go over the facts that you just mentioned. Like which NFT from 2017 is even around? Like let alone building. Who's still around? No one, bro. They're all dead. Except for maybe what CryptoPunks. Okay, that's a very very good basket to put yourself in, or like the ancient fine art we got, right? And that's also a very good basket to put ourselves in. But I genuinely get curious, bro. It's like Vanessa, you're talking about something very very real. It's like the tribalism and everything, right? I never understand that either personally, because it's like, bro, there's like a handful of us, and even on that, people they wanna like instigate division. and it's like it makes no sense. It's like it would make sense, like, like you have like 100, 500, 1,000 people, still believing in the concept of metaverse. You should, like, me personally, I would like do my best to like actually like gather them together, bro, rather than be like, yo, it's a battle and only one survives, when that's not even the reality. Like the reality is we all could survive, or none of us survives, right? So it's like I don't think that gets considered. And it's crazy. It's like people treat it like a Royal Rumble and the last one standing wins. But bro, it's like there's no guarantee that you'll be left standing, so there's actually strength in numbers, in my opinion. Like, I'm obviously like brainlet, right? No brain. But I think there is power in unity, and we haven't leveraged that. Instead, we were getting like annihilated by division, bro. It's like, it's like, oh, talk shit about them, and it's kind of like a downward spiral. Like, think about it right now. If somebody started talking shit about Decentraland, bro, like, bro, I'm not gonna hold back, bro. I'm sorry. Like, like, why are you fudding like something so beautiful, right? And so basically it will put it, like, both parties into a downward spiral, where it's just like, bro, they'll say things they don't believe in about Decentraland, and I'll be like, okay, you want to come at Decentraland, okay, I'll come at what you love, right? And then it's like, why do we do things like that, when in reality the concept we all believe in is the same, bro, and we're working towards the same goal. But it's like, I don't know, dude. It's complicated, and I want change, me personally, because I think there is benefit in everybody being here, bro. There's very very few of us that still pursue like metaverse, bro. And people do want it really badly. It's like a guilty pleasure, like nobody talks about it, but as soon as somebody hears about it, their eyes start like shining, and they go like, oh my god, this is why I was here, but I just never wanted to say it out loud, you know but it's crazy. I don't know, I'm just rambling.
Yeah. So, but go ahead, Kenneth.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to pass it over to AJ in case he had any questions for you. I know you have to go, Kenneth, but I opened up a can of
It's
you
okay.
staying
I
here
know,
for
I know, and I could
longer.
talk for hours. So it's like, no, I gotta cut myself out.
Oh, I didn't have any questions for Knesset because I assumed she was just gonna not be here when she said goodbye. No, I had something just based on what you guys were talking about earlier in terms of I don't know, the mobile game user who reviewed Decentraland Mobile, um, and saying that there's a lack of narrative, and I wanted to talk to that. So if uh, that was minutes ago, so I don't want to derail the conversation. So, you know.
No, I think that's great, and maybe, and then right after that, I'll jump out. But I think like Ajab, you and I, obviously, I think we understand the power of a good narrative. Maybe it's just like an English teacher thing, um, but I think
No,
it's more than that.
absolutely. It's like so elevator pitch, I think, is I don't know, back in the aughts when the .com era was happening. That was the nom de guerre. That was the um everybody asked you, so what's your elevator pitch? And I think that that's kind of what this reviewer was getting at. Um and it doesn't necessarily have to be like an origin story, like you were talking about Pudgy Penguin Land, inside Decentraland. I think back to the Woodies, and they've got an amazing origin story, and that's an NFT project that is still around, right? So you asked about that, and that's still a linked wearable that works in Decentraland, right? So they've got a great narrative, but I think just what is the story? What is the elevator pitch for Decentraland? Honestly, uh, what was it? Probably 4 years ago now. I started Decentralites, which was like on it was on Mirror, and then Mirror turned into Paragraph. So Paragraph is the decentralized, like it's a version of Medium, right? So I think now everybody's all about Substack, subscribe to my Substack, but it's essentially the same thing. You get subscriptions from people, and they can be paid, but you write on a regular basis. Um, I think I wrote like maybe four, definitely four, maybe five stories about people in Decentraland, and I've got actual audio recordings from four or five more people. Um, but yeah, I agree with you, Kanessa, that uh, narrative helps, and I agree with you in that we are the story, right? The getting to know, you know, not necessarily people on foundation, but just um, the people in the community, and that we don't need any permission to do that. And I think that's one of the pitfalls of decentralization. There's no I guess drive central driver that crafts and promotes and creates that narrative. You've got people like me that come in and do it for a while. There was, oh my gosh, I've just been going through all my emails, and there was somebody who came in, SheFi, um, uh, uh, group 15. I know it's not called a group, but she wrote, I think, like four or five stories about the metaverse. I'm going into my email to look it up.
Natalie, I think.
Natalie, yes, thank you so much. Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of how it happens. It's it's decentralized, so somebody picks up the ball and runs with it. It's like an open source um, marketing or PR campaign. Now, Foundation is doing their own marketing, right? And they've got their own directives and objectives, and they've got a limited amount of resources, and they can't do everything. You've got a limited amount of time, limited number of people, and even though Foundation has a really long runway, it's still limited, right? It's finite. So they have to pick and choose where they're going to be allocating their resources. Um, so there's that, right? So there are stories. They're just it's our story. Um, I always go back to, populated, owned, and operated. That's Decentraland. It's populated, owned, and operated by you and me. That's Decentraland. That's my elevator pitch. Now, that doesn't necessarily um, excite lots of people. um, it's almost like, oh, you mean I get to come here and then you're going to put me to work? um, but everybody that's here and that's been here recognizes the value and the benefit of building it yourself. And perhaps that's going to be something that catches on, and all of a sudden, all the um, instead of being an influencer, people are going to now want to be builders, right? And there is a group of people like that, but it's just not mainstream. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Like we've taken on other things in the past, and eventually they either get created by people in the community, or they get picked up by a foundation, or somebody else um, this decides to do something there. Uh, but yeah, I mean, if it's a good idea, it's a good idea, right? And it'll get created as long as we're still here, um, keeping the lights on. So that's what I have to say about that.
I love it. Odd job. And I think that if we can continue to like record our experiences, like I think that that's important, just to have like the existence, to tell our story. I think that's important. um but yeah, having a good a good character that people can hang on to and I don't know, like escape into like fiction. I think right now there's too much nonfiction in Decentraland. I think that we it's like the identity crisis too, maybe that when this user came in and looked at what we have and wrote that about like I don't know what the narrative is. I think it's also like people are trained to go into a virtual environment and A think it's a game and then B like instantly they're like okay what's the motive how do I finish the game how do I complete it and like what are the rules and who are the characters who are the NPCs and Decentraland just like breaks so many of those tropes like it's hard to define so then people are like what am I doing here like because I think maybe a lot of people they're lost because they just want to find like what's the point of the game what do I do here like because we're so trained to just do the game do the thing and Decentraland forces you to do your own thing like you have to build it you have to come here and do it or you can interact and party and do that but I think that that's the part that's hard because people have to learn how to like let go of their pre-existing notions of what a game is and yeah so I don't know how to just like educate people on that I think they just got to figure it out on their own.
Survival
Indeed,
of the fittest.
indeed. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying survival of the fittest, right? You got to learn to adapt, or you get the blender gets you, right? The blender gets you.
The donut tutorial gets you.
Oh,
And on that note, I should just do a hard stop because I could just like I want to go off on this. This is like one of my favorite subjects to talk.
Yeah, yeah,
Obviously, metaverse.
Cadessa, here. Let me try to fish you in for a couple more minutes. Yeah, what's your take on South Park? Do we like South Park here? It'd be kind of cool to see South Park characters running around in Decentraland, right?
I never watched it, so how about you, Sin?
sounds like we'd get sued. Someone would get sued, or at least a cease and desist.
Well, what if it was just like not named South Park?
Uh, I mean, I'm pretty
What if
sure
it
if
was
you see
like
a South Park character and
no? You
it'd
could
have
you
to
could
it'd have
you
to
could
be
customize.
different.
You could customize them. You could put like Mew all over them, like tatted head to toe, and now you can't like they won't even pursue it because we're not trying to like defame them. Yeah, like they have like they don't want you to essentially like take their content or like market that you're their content, right? But they still like let you like create and stuff. They let you meme because they do the memes too, right? Um,
I would agree there. Yes.
yeah,
Just I guess to your question, it has not been at the top of my list to making you a South Park character.
yeah. If Mew was a South Park character, who would he resonate with the most?
I don't know. It'd have to be a new one.
So there's fair use, the rules of fair use. So you can do something as a uh, what's it called? Basically, when you're making fun of something, and you get to do that once. Uh, so having IP that is based off of the South Park characters and that would exist forever on the blockchain, they wouldn't be cool with that, and that's why there's curators. Uh, when you're publishing a wearable, uh, the curators have to okay it with the legal department. Um, so it could happen, but you would need to make it different enough so that it could be parody. That's God damn. Why couldn't I think of the word? Um, it would need to be different enough so that it would not be confused with the actual South Park because Comedy Central, which is HBO, which is Warner Brothers, which is now owned by fucking Larry Ellison. Um, that has to they got to pay the bills, and people that want to use South Park characters like if I have Krusty cereal or whatever, and I want to have a tie-in with South Park characters, I pay a licensing fee uh, to Warner Brothers or to whoever that owns the IP, and that's how they make money. That's how they continue to make money off of that stuff. So we certainly could do something like that. Um, having spent um, the better part of my spring break vacation this week making wearables. It's an awful lot of work to do something that I don't know if it's going to come through for sure. If it's going to actually pass. And Canessa knows I don't want to try to rope you back in here, but the graveyard of broken dreams, the number of wearables that were originally submitted and then did not become actual published wearables is, I mean, it's bigger than you think. And it's kind of sad that something like that has happened, but it has, and I don't want to be one of those people. Um, but I think uh, I think looking towards each other, looking towards ourselves is the way to go. And just like we have people that are here that are really good at um, you know maxing out the capabilities of the platform, the wearables, um, the emotes, the portable experiences, the linked wearables, whatever you want to call it. Um, shout out to MetaTiger, published something on X. I think it was this morning, where he goes through and details. He spent like 100 hours making the flamethrower, and just to go through and figure out how to max out the number of um, uh, IK bones and yeah, just how amazing that is. To then, what we need to do is we need to find somebody who's good at narrative. We need to find somebody who can craft the story and can tell the story. Uh, that's what we need next. Um, and that's, again, that's how it is with open source. That's how it is with decentralized projects. It's not right here, right now. We're just going to throw money at it. We need to be patient and we need to be persistent.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Like, oh, I respect like the integrity of the art, obviously, right? Um, and the law. Um, but yeah, yeah, it's like I just thought it'd be kind of cool. I'm just like, I just started thinking right now. I'm just like, Pudgy World, is obviously like really relevant, right? And it will be for a very, very long time. And so I'm like, yeah, dude, it'd be kind of cool to have like these pop up worlds. Obviously, like I remember there was this one robe for like they were trying to create like an Akatsuki robe, um, and that did have to get changed. So I did learn from like watching these guys, and it's like it'd be still kind of cool, right? Like like look at how amazing it is to have like just a Pudgy emote. It's so cool. It's like another puzzle piece of Web3 being added, and it makes Decentraland feel like so much more integrated. Like having like little things like these. I don't know. I was just thinking. I was like, it'd be kind of cool. Like, even just to have it on my own place, or like on my land, and just see how like it feels. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just kind of wanted to get the feeling of like how you guys feel about like South Park and being in Decentraland. But it's bullish. Like you guys love South Park. You guys like South Park, I think.
Yeah, yes, we do like South Park. I think like one could do whatever they like, but it's always like keep in mind that there could be an IP that belongs to someone,
Yeah,
and
yeah, hundred
yeah,
percent. You just gotta get
like
creative with it,
the,
right? Like you gotta put your
yeah,
own personality in it.
yeah, and I mean also like make maybe even make it a net positive for them. It's like and yeah, so. Uh, fuck, I lost my whole train of thought. But yeah,
No, no, I think you hit the hammer on the nail because you're basically saying like like paying homage is tricky. That I think that's what you're highlighting.
there we
You're
go.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, like paying homage is tricky because one false move and it could be a diss and it could offend them. So
Could be a diss, or they could
yes,
feel like you are profiting off their
mm,
IP,
yeah,
or yeah. It, I don't know.
Well,
I
that's the
guess it
exact
like
reason why they have licensing, right? And I would say look no further than Disney. Having worked as an art director at a television station, we would do promotions for Disney, and let me tell you, the most pain in the ass work that I ever did at the TV station was when we had joint promotions with Disneyland. Um, just or Disney World actually. It was we were giving away prizes for Disney World, and they had to look at everything with a microscope, and they sent back changes. I mean, just for like I don't know, it was like a 15-second bumper, and it was like a leave behind, a one sheet, just a print copy that we gave to all of our advertisers. So when they advertised during a certain period of time, um, people would have an opportunity to enter to win a trip to Disney World, and we'd have these printed items, these leave behinds at like car dealerships and iPhone repair places. Everybody that advertised on the TV station, um, and just to advertise for that, I mean, I must have spent probably 30 hours designing that, and that's the purpose of IP, and IP law is to protect um, the appearance, like because you don't want to, um, I don't know, just like a really crappy version drawing of Mickey Mouse to be printed out and be like, oh, this is official Disney World or Disney merch or contest or whatever. It's like people have have an impression or an opinion based on how they encounter, how they experience your brand in the wild, and the way to control that is through IP. And that's why I think it's great for like Pudgy Penguins and Board Ape and Crypto Punks and all that, where they have a more open IP license. Honestly, I still think that's a way that you know uh, um, projects like self-funded, self-promoted projects are going to continue to take off in the future. Um, I think of Stoner Cats, which was I think backed by Mila Kunis. I don't know if they've produced any more than the first season, but that's how they self-funded. And if you owned one of those NFTs, then you had IP rights to, like, I don't know, like make um, t-shirts and whatever. And Nouns is that's an NFT project that still exists, that I know for sure does. There's a lot of active people over on Farcaster, where they have licensable IP. They have artists, creatives that work, for um, Nouns that continue to generate new artwork. So
I mean, they also do some collaborations and stuff like that. I think I've seen like a Nouns Pudgy Penguin in their market, which is pretty expensive, I have to add.
oh yeah, I mean with the collabs, I think that's a cross pollination or cross promotion. I saw that like when I was really young, with comic books or whatever. I mean, that's a great way to um, get one group of customers or clients from one ecosystem uh, into another. I think the genius of Pudgy Penguins, that Decentraland certainly could take a page out of their playbook, is crossing over into into the normies, right? You know, you can get it at Walmart. You could get yeah, just more places where you could get pudgy penguins. And I think uh, the genius move that the foundation has made recently is getting into the Epic store, right? Um, you need to have multiple points of entry. You need to get it in the hands of as many people as possible. Um, so so yeah, more collabs, but you know, we still come back to the that whole point of the narrative. It's like um what is the elevator pitch? I don't know. Let's throw it out to people in the audience. Let's see what um let's see what M or Brittany or Yolantis Mariana, holy shit. Hey, Mariana. I know Make has some thoughts about what the story of Decentraland is. Lastrom, I see you out there. Um, one of the hardest working programmers in Decentraland. So yeah, like what's the story? What's our elevator pitch? I open the challenge. I challenge all of you to come up here and give us your 1 minute elevator pitch and go.
I know, like, if you were to be asking the Decentraland, they've shifted towards this, like, and you can, like, I think you can see it in their website when you log in. Oh, well, maybe not anymore. Like, it would be like a place to hang out, a virtual place to hang out. Um, but shit, I mean, if you ask like someone like myself, oh, here it is. Close the feed, come hang out. But if you ask someone like me, it's like
When you
what
get
it's
tired of the pew pew, join us for the mew mew.
ooh, okay, okay. I may have to hire you as my elevator pitch person.
I'm your hype man.
Yes, yes.
I mean,
Um,
honestly, that's how I think of it, right? I have I ever joined you in Fork Knife or Halo Sinful? Have I ever joined you for Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto?
hmm, I mean,
No, I have never
per
done that. I don't even own
I was
I
gonna
have a
say, you've showed up to my pew pews in Decentraland.
I show up to your streams, but I don't like join you in game and like go shoot people.
Very true.
So I think there's loads of people that would really enjoy some components of the virtual experience. Okay, so the paraeducator, the basically TA, teacher's assistant that I have working with me and my kids in special ed, he's a big time gamer. And he's always going into the Steam store or the Epic store and to download this new game or this free game or this game that came out 3 years ago, and he was waiting for it to, you know, come out half price. Um, and oftentimes, what he tells me about the game is not the pew pew, right? What he's really interested in. There's this one game where I think it was like part of a Humble bundle. It's an indie game, but the person who did the sound on the game has won a whole bunch of awards. But he uses this machine called the uh, instrument. It's called the hurdy gurdy, right? So it's a stringed instrument, but it you know it turns, so it's like the guy who had the monkey with the tin cup, and he would crank the hurdy gurdy. That it's a yeah, it's a stringed music, so it's kind of like a violin, but since the string is like in a loop, plays a continuous resonant sound. Okay, so he was telling me about this, and he's like, here's the artist, and here's the person on Spotify. Here they are on YouTube, and this was all just like the music part of the game. And then there was this other game that he was playing where um I don't know, it had something to do with you're in this hospital or whatever, and I don't know, it's like a post-apocalyptic zombie thing or whatever, but there's a chessboard in there, and you can play chess with people um real time, you know, just like we would play chess the Elo chess game that we had in Decentraland. Uh, I don't know, was that like 3 years ago, 4 years ago? Um, so he would log on and play online. He'd play with people, from Serbia or wherever, just to play chess. Like he wouldn't go and do the pew pew. He would just do, checkmate, which I think that's really telling. I think there's definitely an untapped market. So what is the story there? Anyway, still waiting for your elevator pitches. Thank you, Sinful, for giving me yours.
Yes, yes. Um, yeah, shit. That is honestly like something to really think about, because I know that a lot of us, like, our journeys are different. We enjoy different things and we do different things on the Decentraland. Some are builders. Some would say, like, the Decentraland is their place to express themselves creatively, or and then others, it's like for me, like, it's like the Central End is a place where I can express myself verbally, through my shows, through all the events that I host. My family, my virtual family lives in the Central End as well. Um, and I don't know, the Central End has kind of been a glue for me, to like, for me and my virtual fam. It's like, I know that, I know that, like, if the Decentraland were to shut down today, it's like, yeah, our glue is gone, but, like, I still have all these friends, and whether we're, like, scattered out into the I almost said metaverse, scattered out into the internets, like, I know that, like, that I could hit up each and every one of you, and kind of connect, and maybe even meet somewhere, you know? So, not an elevator pitch, but just me explaining.
Bro, you know what Decentraland is to me? It's basically it's 3D Web 3. Web 3 being internet with wallets. Um, and so it's kind of cool because like metaverse, like is they could have it, right, whatever, like whatever they have their isolated rooms or whatever, but for Web3, it's internet, right? So the internet actually has to be interconnected, and you should be able to browse through different websites and everything, right? So that fits, in my opinion, Decentraland a little bit more, with wallets, because you have smart contracts and everything. You can kind of play with it. Obviously, as development goes on, that'll be integrated even more. But yeah, it's like 3D Web3. That's Decentraland. Um, you know, because you can get land, you can host your own 3D websites, whatever you want. You can have whatever type of engage like experiences and stuff like that. The Web3 element is like the governance, right? So you can all participate. But what do you think, AJ? Like, how would you change this pitch from like a 3D Web3 uh, environment? What would you add to it? Or what do you think they're hoping to like add to it? That rug?
I heard you.
No, let's go. What do you think, Sinful? What do you think? Like, from like a 3D Web3 environment, what else should we add to that pitch? What's missing?
Mm, like I mentioned, for everyone, it's different. I can't really say that my pitch would involve all my building and my building skills and Blender and stuff like that.
But
Um,
don't you think that shaped your personality and who you are today? Like,
no,
really, you're
I'm not a Blender builder.
who cares, dude? But you're still a builder, right? You still choose to like refuse to give up when faced with adversity, right? So that, I would hope, imagine, shapes your personality. It would shape mine. I know that. It makes you stronger, bro.
Yeah, perhaps.
I
Old
tell
guy,
you.
what do you think? Were you coming up to answer?
No, I was just coming up to say good morning. No, I wasn't, but I did want to mention that the egg game is Bad Egg is live. In a couple hours, I will be uploading level 3 to it. Um, and I just want to wish everybody a happy Easter out there.
Happy Easter weekend. Oh, I thought you had more. I saw your mic is unmuted. But
Can
yeah,
confirm. Good time. Definitely go play the bad egg. And if you get to become a bad egg, it's not a big deal. You can still finish the game, but it's a lot of fun. Go play it.
okay, okay, that makes me feel a lot better because I was a bad egg. Like I was just like, minding my own business. Oh, look, an egg. Oh, look, another egg. Oh, look, another egg. And then I got kidnapped by an egg and got like sent into the sky. And then and then I came down, collected another egg, and then I became the bad egg.
Yeah, yeah, that was my first attempt at a game here, so bear with me. There were a few bugs. Unfortunately, one of them was the wearable dispenser. I was not able to get that up and working, and I've got a help ticket in. We are trying to get that fixed, but of course, the last sentence is, I will let you know on Monday. So the event will be over by then, but the OP badge is live and is working, and the last level 3, I can tell you, is not going to be easy, because so many people got through it so quick. Um, so the last level, yes, it will be much more difficult than the first 2. So, yeah, if you got nothing going, go check it out, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, and thank you for putting that together. For sure. Yeah, you and Meta Beast joining forces. And I almost feel like if it wasn't for you two, we wouldn't have any Easter festivities on Decentraland. So big shout out.
Thanks, man. Thanks. So I just for me, it was more of a, what can I do? How far can I push this before I break it? And I'll be honest with you, I broke it several times, up to the point that I was up very late the one night because I was rebuilding the whole thing, because I broke it so bad. So yeah, but every time you do something like that, you learn. So that's kind of the cool thing behind it, is learning what I did wrong and not making that mistake again. So.
Nice, nice. Using the powers of cursor.
No, I do not use. I don't use cursor. So, if I use anything, I use Gemini usually, typically.
Oh, that's
So,
cool. Okay.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't use cursor. I never downloaded it, so it never made it onto my computer. So
Yes, yes. Yeah, I
I
mean,
do. I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm just gonna tell you, I do have to step away just for a second. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yep, do your thing. Now, going back to cursor, I have to say I absolutely love having cursor, and having it integrated into the in-world builder. Not that I build anything, but like I use cursor for other things. I talk to it about my feelings and stuff too. Maybe the AI overlords will have mercy on me when the time comes. How about you, MetaBeast?
I want to point out that you left somebody out in that about making something happen for Easter.
I never
Um,
talk about
I
myself.
know you see, there you go. So Easter
Yep.
movie on Easter Day, thanks to Sinful. So just saying.
Yes, yes. So, what are the? I haven't looked at the event page. What are the coordinates that we'll be meeting at?
Thanks to Old Guy Barbecue, I have been made aware that my coordinates are incorrect. Um,
Ah,
it should be negative 141.77, not 71. I'm gonna see if I can get that fixed. It may be right.
no, you
Hopefully, it's.
can.
Oh,
If it's already if it's the event's already up on the board like approved, you could just like go into the edit and like it won't have to go through any approval
okay,
process
good,
or
good.
anything like that.
I think the movie one is correct, and I think it's correct. I have to look. I forget. Jesus. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think it's correct on the flyer. It's incorrect on the jump to dumbass.
No, all good, all good. We just doing the thing, and yeah, we're just gonna, are we doing that in your egg painting build?
I think so. I think I have. I think the rabbit's den is. It wasn't working the way I wanted it to work. I was really pushing to build something underneath, but you do have to go underneath in order to go up to the rabbit's den. I will just tell you that. Where we will hopefully it's set up nice to be able to view the movie Easter Sunday, starring Joe Coy.
Correct, correct. Yep. And yeah, we're just trying to bring people together. So anyone that is around, you're more than welcome to join us for the movie. I'm gonna pull up the event page right now. Do, 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 do.
And I
Oh
had it
man,
I had it correct on the movie one, so because I got two separate. I got one just running for the egg decorating. Just sit down, click on an egg, and decorate. There's not much there, but
you,
the one
the
for the movie is right.
the Decentraland Easter egg extravaganza.
Yes.
Let's see, let's see. Do
And
we
that's
have
not to
anything?
say like old guy is uploading a third level. That's not to say there might be one more something somewhere if I can get it completed and out there by tomorrow.
Let's see, and it starts. I don't know if this time is converted to me. It almost.
It's on the
Wait.
flyer. The flyer. Read the flyer.
Oh, you actually put. Okay, good, good, good,
Yes,
good, good.
I
Thank you,
have
thank
to.
you. You would have been. I would have gone insane. Okay, so 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, and 20 o'clock UTC. Join us for yeah, Easter Sunday. And let's see, I see that we have a new speaker that came up. Welcome to our humble little community X Space. How are you today? Thy revolution?
Viva la revolution.
La revolución. Or maybe it was a pocket dial. I wonder if they're like listening in and then all of a sudden like they hear their name, they're like shit, shit, shit,
Or
fumbling the phone.
maybe the revolution is over.
Thy revolution, could you confirm?
That's a neither confirm nor deny.
I agree. I agree. Well, I'll put you back into the listeners, and if you get your mic situated, let us know, or shoot me a message. Alrighty. I was excited. I thought we had a new friend.
Mm, maybe
I
next
mean,
time.
maybe next time. Yeah, maybe it was like a mic issue. I know that always happens with X. Like Like, you'll be like trying to unmute and shit, and then you like being like, "Can you hear me?" Oh, there he is. There he is. He's coming back, baby.
Hey, how we doing? Sorry about that. I apologize.
What up, Revolution? Welcome.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for letting me up. I've just been listening in. Z3 in the audience there shared the space out, so I jumped in and just listening to you, legends, talking about what you do and what you're building and how you were going about it, and it's just absolutely amazing to listen to, and it was exciting because we're called the community communities, so we kind of always try and connect with people and bring people together. So to listen to you what you're building, our team, so London Digital, you have anything obviously to do so. It's awesome to see how cool the community was. So yeah, really appreciate you, legends.
Mhm. Thank you, thank you. Have you ever checked out the Decentraland?
Yeah, I have seen it for quite a while. I've never been in myself, but I've seen content of people in the environment, and I've got some friends that have been in there and stuff. It does look really cool, and of course, with the recent news about Epic Games, was just awesome because
Oh, did we lose you? I think your voice may have rugged. If
Oh,
anything, I
that
know that
sucks. That sucks
I
because wanted to hear what he had to say about it.
yeah, me too. No, Thai Revolution, and if by any chance if this helps, like, I know that like X spaces like are kind of shit whenever you're on like Wi-Fi. Like, you could have the best Wi-Fi in the world and it'll still be shit. So like getting off the Wi-Fi usually is a good move, and will like provide solid connection. I don't know what it is about what X spaces and Wi-Fi here, and I'll even invite him back up. I'm gonna shoot him a follow back. I'll invite him to come back up to speak with us. And good morning, Bitcoin. Uh, thank you for pulling up yesterday before your show at the Meta Beast roaming party. Big love to you, the amigos. Welcome, welcome. And of course, I see one of our OG friends, Alpha Angels, down there. Great to see you, fam. And welcome back, Revolution.
sorry about that. Third time lucky.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, that's it. I had my Wi-Fi on, and I was kind of I found my borderline where Wi-Fi doesn't work. So apologies for that. No, but no, appreciate that as well. We host spaces every week, so we can totally appreciate the tech difficulties. But yeah, sorry, I was just listening and I just thought what you guys are doing is really cool, and definitely looking forward to learning more about what you've built, where you've built it, and how we can also utilize the land that we've acquired to build in Decentraland and connect with amazing communities. So absolutely found a gold mine of awesomeness here. So I appreciate that.
Oh my God, the wording right there, how we can utilize the land we've acquired. Oh my God, welcome, welcome, welcome to the cult. No, just kidding. But
Let's go.
but no, I mean definitely we have a like we're like our group here is community building Decentraland. We have like a Discord channel where we like all like kind of congregate and talk all things Decentraland, ask questions. So you're definitely more than welcome to join us in there. And if you're interested, I could send shoot you a friend request on Discord, and I'll send you like an invite directly, just so I'm not sending you any links. And yeah, would love to connect. Like, a lot of us are builders, a lot of us are content creators. Like, it depends on like the individual, like our poison. Like, there are many things that we can do on Decentraland. Some of us make wearables, so like, like the clothing that we wear on Decentraland, like you could make those and list them on the marketplace, or like, you could be a scene builder, developer, and have like, build your own experience, whether it's like you buy a parcel of land and place like a build in there kind of like that represents you and your community, or you could like purchase your name, which I would be I would say Thai Revolution. I haven't seen one of those before, one of those names before. So like I'm sure you can mint it, and you'll have access to your own like world to also build on.
Remember, Sinful. Sorry for interrupting here, but
Go ahead.
if he already owns the .eth domain name, he
Ah,
that comes with, so it doesn't have to. I mean, yes, for a DCL.eth name, but even a .eth name comes with a world.
that is correct.
So you've
And
already, if you own thyrevolution.eth, you've already got space on the server to deploy a build.
That is amazing. Thank you for letting me know that. I did not know that. That's really cool. Thank you. I've just joined the Discord as well, by the way, so I appreciate the invite to do that. And yeah, really excited to learn more. And listening to what you're all doing is just so amazing. I can't wait for us to connect further as well, and support these spaces more and jump in and tell more people about it, because what we stand for is the same thing, and our community is the same. People from different walks of life building different things, solutions, educational resources, all that sort of stuff. Um, tying it into the real world. So it's really awesome and refreshing to come across a group of friendly people helping each other learn how to utilize these infrastructures to enjoy it and to support it and help it still be here 10 years from now. This is definitely the way to go in our opinion. So really, really happy that we came into it. So a massive shout out to Z3 and the audience there for sharing the space out in our community channel so we could come check it out.
Z3, you legend here. I'm already following Z3. Okay. Thank you, Z3, for, bringing revolution here, sharing the space out. And yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We may not always know the answers, but we can definitely find the answers by just looking around, tagging some foundation members or tagging developers, whatever it may be. But we could definitely come together for some cool stuff. You mentioned you host spaces every week. Could you give us a little information on like when those spaces take place and what time?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, so for the last 2.5 years, we've been hosting spaces on X every Friday and Saturday at 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. EST. And we do a 2-hour space on a Friday and Saturday. And we feature two guests, giving each 60 minutes each to break down their ecosystems. We took that format for a few reasons. One, to give people the time to have just a genuine um, nice paced, authentic conversation about who they are, where they came from, why they came into this industry, and what they're aiming to accomplish in it, or what they've accomplished so far and what they're aiming to doing. Just to help people as a learning resource. One, to help the people showcase what they're doing, but two, so that the people listening have an opportunity to listen, to learn, and ask questions, whether that be in the comment section or if they want to come up and ask questions. But also just to kind of help slow the space down a little bit and help people spend more time learning, and also tapping in with the people behind the tech, because often, as you probably have all experienced, it's not usually the tech that fails people, it's the people behind the tech. So we just try and help facilitate those conversations from a learning standpoint as enthusiasts, so that we can better understand the people, how they're utilizing the tech, what they're building, how, why, and also open up room for people to grow their network and collaborate, so that communities can come together and see different things being built. And we're trying to help the space see that the way that we can help this progress forward is through collaboration over competition, because we're all doing different things, and one person winning doesn't necessarily mean another person losing. And that if absolute strangers walk into an amazing space like this one and hear you guys talking and being yourselves the way you have been, will realize it's a great place to be around great people doing amazing things, and over time can see that maybe they've got skill set that they can add into what's being done or utilize it themselves to build something that they didn't think they could do. So that's the point behind the spaces, and that's why seeing you guys doing this was absolutely legendary. And No idea how much you've made my day personally. So yeah, thank you for letting me share that, and thank you for being who you are.
For sure. Yeah, yeah, thank you for coming up. You never know the kind of individuals you let up on the spaces sometimes. Uh, we've definitely had our fair share of like, people just blasting the N word or something well when they come up. So like, big shout out to you. Big shout out to you for being like genuine individual, wanting to grow and wanting to check us out. Um okay, so you said Friday, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern. That's where I fall. So you are up in about like 2.5 hours, I would say. I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for you. I'm clicking on your profile right now and seeing if you already have like kind of like a space like ready to go so that I can like set a reminder. I
Yeah,
don't
we've
think
got.
I see.
Yeah, I've not set a link for tonight. It's a community walking tonight. Actually, I mean, we oftenly feature guests, but sometimes we do community walking. So it's just an open mic, so people can just come up and the community can talk and that kind of thing. So I appreciate you looking for the reminder. But we don't have the link set, but it will go live at 9 p.m. UK time.
Alrighty, I'll definitely keep an eye out for that,
Yeah,
and
and
if I
I
can,
also
I'll
just to
pop
touch on
in.
what you. Sorry about
Oh, no, no, no. I would say, and if I can, I'll pop into the speakers and say hello to everyone.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be brilliant because we'd love to tell people about you guys and what you're doing and help grow what you guys are doing as well. I was just laughing at what you were saying about you never know who you'll let up on the stage, and I totally appreciate that. I was thinking when I requested, I thought there's a good chance that you might not, and I totally respect it. You don't know who you're gonna let up, so yeah, it is a bit of a gamble at times. So yeah, appreciate you for taking the risk and letting me up.
Yeah, I mean, I figured you look like a legit individual by your bio and your posts and stuff like that. Usually when I see like a whole bunch of meme coin stuff, I'm like, interesting. And then I asked my co-host, which she is a similar little cute penguin such as myself. She was the first penguin. um, I asked her, I'm like, how about this one? What do you think? And we'll be like either like I'm scared or or like, yeah, let's let him up.
Yeah, I totally understand, and you've just got to quickly have a little look and be like, "Oh, I'll take the risk on this one." And then sometimes you do it when you think you shouldn't, and you were right. But yeah, no, I totally appreciate that. It is a tough one. It's a tough
Yeah.
space, and yeah, sometimes people can show their true colors instantaneously.
Yeah. I mean, and don't even get me wrong, because like there have been times where like we feel like we're taking a risk allowing someone up, and then they turn out to be the most genuine and realist people like that we've ever met. So it's like it's so hard to find that balance of like, or like that kind of like checklist or something of like how to go by whenever you allow speakers to come up, because like you never know who is out there listening. Like it could be a small account that just happens to love meme coins, and behind that account is just like one of the realest people you ever meet. So yeah, big shout out. Thank you. Thank you. And if you have any questions, just, feel free to ask. Also, I mean, Decentraland has never been more easy to access than it has in like 2026. Like you mentioned earlier, yes, we are on the Epic Games platform, and also we are currently on Google Play. Um, so we do have mobile available now. They're working on the iOS side of things. So yeah, stay tuned for that. As well as like even we have developers in the space in the community that are developing their own like light versions of Decentraland. Down there in the listeners, we have Lastrum, who has been developing a Decentraland companion app, and it's like kind of it's like browser based. You could go to the website and then kind of like join in to the conversations like literally in Decentraland from that app, as well as even attend events and watch events and stuff like that. So yeah, it's becoming more accessible for sure, and I'm here for it because back in 2021 when I first came into Decentraland, like it's like it was a web browser, and not only that, but like you needed a freaking supercomputer to fucking run this shit. Like, uh, and jump forward to today, it's like our client that looks very amazing. If I'm not mistaken, from my interview with Empress Trash, which is currently in world with us, like she wasn't sure if she could join us on Decentraland on her old laptop because her main computer had just given up on her. So so then like after our interview, she opened up her laptop, her older laptop, and gave it a go, and Decentraland was running for her just fine. So she was able to experience the Decentraland with us. So that's so things are happening. We're moving forward. We're progressing. I don't know how long you've like known about the Central Land, like 2021 version. Yeah, I get it. Very very old. Very not optimized. But 2026 version. No. That's something to check out.
Yeah, it's super exciting, and I'm really excited actually for you guys, especially if you've been doing this for a while and you get such a big breakthrough, like with the, with the recent Epic Games thing. It's super exciting because obviously that opens up, more eyes to people to see. And yeah, I have known about it since about 2021. Never really tapped into it too much, but I did like seeing its progression for the obvious reason of we all want to see Web3 progress in the right direction. And our team acquired some land a while ago with the intent to build on it at some point. And then we're taking the time now to kind of learn more about it and see some communities and sort of get the right information and the right people around us to help us learn and connect and collaborate through it. So when we came across you guys, it was amazing because it was, like I said, it was really refreshing to see how you all seem so genuine and authentic and helpful with each other and supporting what you're all doing. And that's what this space is about. That's what we love about Web3 is that people get to step into something they're passionate about and put some purpose and meaning into it and then bring it to the world and have people support it. Because I think that's the hardest part about growing in Web3 is people can't see your vision, so they don't fully understand it, especially in IRL. So to have people online that kind of understand that there is a vision that people can't see and that it's something that means so much to you, it's layered on top of your whole life, and you're trying to navigate through everything to kind of bring it to fruition. It's great that we can kind of help each other keep that flame alive, and you guys are clearly doing that in a brilliant standard. So yeah, really excited to be here, and thanks again.
You're very welcome. And so let's see. I'm wondering if there are any other topics that we have not covered this week. I mean, we definitely had an awesome week full of events. Crypto Minotaur on his Wednesday night events. Big shout out to Crypto Minotaur. Last night, Meta Beast roaming party at 9 p.m. Eastern. We had a bunch of technical difficulties yesterday, and then I may have hot mic'd, may or may have not hot mic'd. This is janky as fuck, but that's only because I pride myself on providing great events, and when something's janky, I will call it janky. but but yeah, let's see what else. What else? Rage Club had their event yesterday, or not yesterday, on Thursday, as well as even Planet Angzar, with Lastrum down there once again. Like it, just so for a little context for you, Revolution, Lastrum has been developing this kind of like this game called Planet Angzar. It's like kind of like an over the top view, kind of like Diablo style kind of game where you can just like run around the world and like either like collect accept quests, go into combat and stuff like that, collect loot and stuff like almost like a RuneScape in a way. So it's kind of like very different from what we've seen here in Decentraland. When in Decentraland, it's like we have our avatar view, like we could like go around it and stuff like that. But this game's like kind of locked into kind of like looking down onto your character, and it's pretty cool. It's a nice, it's different in Decentraland, and I'd love to see that there are developers that are kind of like pushing those kind of boundaries. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mary Elf had her event yesterday as well. I could be wrong. Mary Elf, you can correct me if I'm wrong. And oh, I see that we have a new user, I believe. Let's see. Uh, it's Ether Pederis. Hi, thanks. May I ask what is it they are talking about? I'm new here and was walking around. Wow. Okay, talk about discovery. Okay, yeah, these are our community building Decentraland X spaces that we stream into Decentraland every week at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. We just gather in a Twitter space and here on Decentraland and just talk about our favorite world, whatever topics may come up, like whether it's like talking about concepts that we want to achieve on the Central Land, or like just us being dreamers and like, what if the Central Land had this? What if the Central Land had that? Okay, how do we get the Central Land to have this thing that we want? Um, or like, yeah, I mean, our conversations vary into many, many things. We talk about donuts and coffee and penguins as well. Our favorite projects, and sometimes we even get into like our safety talks, where like, where maybe a security there has been a security flaw that has hit way too close to home, and we have to address it and remind everyone to be safe, not click on any random links and stuff like that. Don't download. If someone offers you $10,000 for an X post, they're most likely going to steal all your shit. Stuff like that. So I hope that explanation helped, Ether Pederis. And go ahead, AJ, take it away.
Oh, I was just gonna mention some stuff that's coming up. We have DJ Lil's Cat every Saturday afternoon um, at Pink Oasis. It's always a good time. And then after that, we have the ABC Decentraland tour. Um, Meet us at the clubhouse, -31, comma -27.
Yes, indeed. I love me some ABC Decentraland tours. And here, I'm just addressing Esther here. I've been calling him Ether. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. I can't read for shit. Um, let's see. Just in case they're not listening, I'm over here clacking away at my keyboard with one hand. Listening. I gave.
Why are you looking for that? We also have, we're up to like 6 new wearables um, that you can get from the duck race, and our 4-year celebration, 4-year anniversary celebration is coming up fast. That'll be in May, so in about a month's time.
Oh my
We will.
God, all these 4-year celebrations are
Yeah.
coming up so quickly. I mean, CPD is at the end of May
Yep.
here.
They're all about the same time. CBD, um, ABCs. What else?
Beyond the NFT.
That's it. That's it. I'm just like, there's something else. Yeah, beyond the NFT. Holy shit. Actually, you predate CBD, don't you? Beyond the
Yes,
NFT.
I mean, we celebrated the 4-year back on. It was the first week of March that we celebrated the 4-year episode.
Okay, damn, I missed that. My bad. I was a little busy. I had a class that I needed to finish, but happy anniversary, man.
Thank you, thank you. Oh man, you missed a crazy one. Our friends ganged up on me and interviewed me as a Uno reverse card kind of thing. It's like, okay, you're always putting us on the spot here. It's time for you to sit in the hot seat.
Oh, nice.
The
I'll
converse,
need to go
yeah,
check that out.
the conversations were led by Canessa, and kind of, and we had a bunch of friends come through like Meg, M, Massa Waynes. I believe Metabeast was there. I have to look back and, oh, Dr. Drip. Oh my God, Dr. Drip. He made me cry. So if you want to watch me cry, definitely look back into that episode.
Oh, for sure I will. I mean, if you're not moved to tears, then like what even are you doing in this place, right?
Yeah, I know,
It
right?
just shows how much it just shows how much that we care for each other. So
Indeed, indeed. And it's awesome to have some shows that have made it to the 4 year mark here, that are still going strong. I mean, Billy has made sure, take care of ABC Decentraland tours. I know that, like you know sometimes gets in the way, but like there's always like gotta pay homage to that consistency, that like even if the rest of the team can't make it, like it's like at least one person in the team can keep the torch lit and continue the show, like uh, that is something that we beautiful about like what we build here. I see Make has come up to speak. What up, Make?
Just speaking of teams holding it down, thanks for letting me check out early last night. I'm fucking dying. Yes, it was janky. Sorry, kittens, if you got crossed up yesterday. We worked through it, so I just want to say thanks, bud. Sheesh. And just hanging in. Just want to say hi. What a shit show last night. I hope y'all work through the chaos. It's amazing how easy it is, even with pros, to get stuck with some chaos in our lives.
Indeed, indeed. Hey, but we made it through. DJ Vape was awesome. Vape and or I'm sorry, Lunar Freak, DJ Vape's brother, was amazing. It looked like a duo, but Vape later on explained that it was like mainly Lunar Freak doing the main show, while like Vape was like kind of like playing a support role.
Man, absolutely thrilled to have Vape with us, like rocking full time status, running and gunning with us. So, I think just expanding what's possible. And I would say, Sin, just for you, the fact that you've been able to do Beyond the NFT largely by yourself while running this with Sin and Canessa and for a few years with me, bravo, buddy. Absolutely. And then congratulations, old guy and Meta Beast, on making more chaotic egg runs, you evil bastards.
Oh my God, did
Uh,
you like go ahead?
I would like to make it very clear that my build is not evil, but I appreciate that old guy took it upon himself to ensure that we have something challenging along the lines of the Mean Green Doge last year. I love that he did that. I don't care what anybody says. I love that he did that.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I got so angry because like it wasn't like my words. It wasn't like Mew. Like Mew wasn't the word. So definitely that. I was like, "Ah, Mew is not the secret word. Obviously, like, this wasn't thought about deep enough." But no, it was just so awesome how like they provided a video like to kind of like give a hint, but like even like the video was like still hard to decode, and like it took like our scientists like going into the lab for like days to decode it. I think it was Rustan. Oh God, it
Yeah,
was
I think
great. It was
Rustan
great.
suffered the most from that.
Yep, yep. He was the one that was just like up all night, like just like what does the word what do the words mean? So big shout out Rustan. And yeah, but yeah, I mean last year was super awesome. I know it was like a lot of work, but like I do always have to give you your love for like kind of initiating it, like a lot using the forge to create uh the event so that like we could all kind of connect in a central place and kind of keep tabs on like who found what eggs and stuff like that. I go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. I was extremely stressed. I actually went outside and cried after the event first started, and then I came back and heard all you guys talking in in the Discord, and uh, that really made a huge difference.
Cried
Hearing you
some
guys.
tears of
Here,
joy.
well, well, okay. Then they turned to joy, but not at first. Not at first. I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible. And then I heard you
You-
guys having so much fun and working together and talking, and the comments that came through on X from different people playing. It was yeah, it was great, and thank you to everyone who participated.
I felt the same way
like
last night,
yeah, like
dying.
that's the thing, like what goes on in the background, like event hosting in Decentraland is one of those things that will like if you like care, and if you're like really like in there, like it's one of those things where like it will push you to your limits emotionally, and like and that's like all happening like in the background, but because like what's going on and all like what's working, what's not working. But then like whenever the event goes live, like the front facing product does not reflect what you see in the background. So like instantly it's like, it pushes you to your emotional limits. But then once the event is live, like all of that just melts away because you just see all your friends having fun, all your friends attending, and like really being really happy to be there. So it's definitely an emotional roller coaster for sure. To be like to host an event on Decentraland. I mean, shit, I could talk about like my first episodes of Beyond the NFT. Like I was literally like like for the first 2 years of hosting Beyond the NFT, I would literally be at the toilet like throwing up, and then like you know cleaning myself up, changing my shirt and stuff like that, and then like just sitting down at the computer and starting the show. uh like it was like that for me, and like going through those extremes of like I don't know if I'm good enough, if what I built is good enough, of if what I'm doing is wanted. But then like kind of coming into transition to like the live event where like you just see everyone show up for you and be happy to be there. So uh, oh man, I love
I
the
would.
Central Land. I love the Central Land so much. Go ahead, make.
I was just gonna say, the reality is, I think any production you're doing live performance with people and live experience, you want it to go well. You put all your work in all week long, etc. Get everybody in place, and when things don't work or you get double audio and you got to work through it, it's intense. But that's also true to anything that you're doing live for that one moment that you can make shit happen. But it was just funny because you talked about it before. It was like yesterday was one of those days where you're just like pulling yourself, and I still thought I was going to the hospital by the end of the night anyway. But regardless, way to fight through it and keep moving.
Yep, for a strong finish. And I also see that Kim has come up to speak. Welcome, Kim. How are you today?
Hi everyone, how are you? Happy Saturday. I just wanted to come up. I am not an event host. Bay would be like the event host on our side. But I just wanted to say, like, I really appreciate all the effort. I went and did an egg hunt yesterday in World. It was so fun. And I just appreciate all the work you guys do on the event side. You're true, like, professionals. And I think I want to just note that you should all think of yourselves that way and like consider that resume building as like event production. Like that's really what you're doing, and it's hard work. It's all the little details, and even though it's not in person, it's not like where's the napkin, where's the glass, like can people find the bathrooms, but it's those little details in a digital space of like, does the dispenser work, is the audio right, like there's that long checklist. And this community just does an amazing job of A, coming up with like really creative ideas, and then B, like producing really well run events. And I just want to make sure you're all giving yourselves like the flowers for that skill set, because it's a truly transferable skill set to be a digital event host in like today's world.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. I definitely agree. I mean, I like to say or tell my friends as much as my IRL friends, as much as they like to hear it or not, that we're transitioning into the digital world here. Like, there may come a time where like, or maybe we're seeing it, like our money is digital, our events are digital. We can attend these digital venues where like you don't have to go out on a Friday night. You could just stay in and enjoy with friends that are home. And in all honesty, it's like it's big because like there are a lot of people that maybe can't attend physical real world events due to maybe health issues or whatever it may be. Like, but they definitely have a place. Like I like to say, well, they definitely have a place here in the Decentraland to come join us.
You can't get a DWI from your couch either.
You are very right on that.
That is my new top selling point. Come out, have a good time, no DWI needed.
Yep, yep. You don't have to drive, no Ubers. Yeah, maybe we'll even have like some like on Decentraland. Maybe we'll like on the main roads. We could like one day install some the trolleys back or something like that, and that'll be like the version of Ubers in Decentraland.
Sinful. I don't know if you guys saw, but we did a blog post about the cost of IRL events and like the cost of digital events as an attendee, not as a event production, but like as an attendee. And you just think about a night out, right? It's like for people getting ready, sometimes that's like your hair done, your nails done, your makeup, your Uber there, your entry fee, your drinks, your Uber home. And we did a whole blog post about like the cost of events and the economics of it as an attendee. And then like the cost of Decentraland is like your one-time cost of your computer and some wearables if you want to change up your outfit, and that's it. And like it's free to attend. There's no like you're getting ready is like shopping on the marketplace. It's not 5 hours of all of that. If you're a parent, it's not a cost of a babysitter. So that's a message we don't talk about enough, but we've started to on the marketing side. And so there's a really great blog post about it. Lauren crushed it on that one. So we also got it published in a ton of publications like local newspapers and stuff, just about it was a research piece on the cost of entertainment today. So if you guys haven't seen it, it's really interesting, and that's like another component to that similar story.
I would like to disagree about one thing that you stated, though, Kim, and that is it does quite often take me longer to decide which wearable I'm going to wear over which shirt I'm going to wear IRL.
That's very fair. I spend a lot of time shopping for a Decentraland event because you got to be more on theme for those. You know, there's a little bit more pressure.
Most definitely. And it's like, we're not stuck to the physical world, like kind of clothing, like shirt, pants, like I have to make sure I have my meal bubble out that floats right next to my head. Gotta have my emote. But and also I guess Kim, what I guess one aspect that was not mentioned, or at least that you didn't mention just now, is like the cost of alcohol. You could like if you're enjoying a drink while at a Decentraland event, you're more than likely buying a handle and mixing it with some juice or whatever, or beer. So like for the price of one beer at the club, you are buying an entire like six pack for yourself. So it's cheaper on that end as well. But that is actually, that is a like excellent point, Kim, and I'm definitely going to check out the blog post. And also I have to say, I like the new design for the Centraland website. Kudos to the team.
Oh, thank you. We went with very simple. So we were like, okay, if this is someone's front door to Decentraland, which is what I think the website is, how can we make it as simple as possible to say, like, what's really going on here? If you're new to this space and you're likely coming from Web 2, that's the thing we're thinking about. If you're coming from Web 2, what stuff do you actually like care about? And keeping that as simple language as possible. Like, what do we want you to do? We want you to come hang out. We want you to go to an event. We want you to meet the community, and that's it. Like, get in. Don't get
Mm,
distracted by decentralization. Don't get distracted by wallets. Don't get distracted by 50 million things. Like, come in, you'll see it, and then you'll get it.
yep. Yeah, yeah, when you log in, first thing you see is close the feed, come hang out. There's a download button, and then you scroll down. First thing you see is the events that are happening right now. So yeah, very straightforward. Uh, or is this it says jump into what's happening. Okay, but I see a
It
mix
is live.
actually.
It's
Okay,
usually, it should be programmed that if something's live, it'll automatically pull that up. It'll pull in, or if there's any scene with a lot of people. So say there's not an event, but
there we
like
go.
you're all just chilling somewhere, it'll automatically pull up wherever the most people are.
Yep. Okay. So that's actually pretty cool because it's a play on the you know how like OG Genesis Plaza had the
Yes.
like what's happening board, and like it'd be like just a pool of like the most active scenes, like
Yes.
whether like there was an event there or there's, so yes, I do like that. I do like that. Right now community building Decentraland is featured there, and Genesis Plaza as well. Um,
Yeah. So like nothing's happening in Genesis Plaza necessarily, but there's a lot of people, so it's going to show up.
yep. And then there's the catch the vibe with the highlights for our, like with our community creatives and friends. There's a Rustan video. There's Alan Howick,
Yeah. And those
and
should
then your
rotate.
weekly.
Like as we get more of them published, we'll just rotate them in so that we're featuring different creators. I think there's a bunch in the works. Dana said she has interviewed a bunch of people, so as soon as they're all done editing, we'll just start slotting them in.
Yep, Dana's been a busy bee, that's for sure.
Definitely.
She's so great. And then yeah, weekly rituals with like the events that the Centraland hosts, which is like very good, and I mean very straightforward. Like, and there's like multiple ways to like kind of like, here, download this, jump in now, click this button if you want to come in.
But they all go to the same thing. So that's the one thing on marketing. Like if you're trying to do a landing page, you want pretty much one CTA. Like, you don't want to confuse anyone. You don't want to make decisions. It's like there's one decision, hit this button.
Yep, yep. And then once the platform, like, piques interest, piques the curiosity, that's when the user will be like, okay, what are these tabs at the top? Shop. Interesting. Let me go to the shop and see what's happening there. And
Yeah, exactly. We're just trying to get them to, like, the goal of the website is day one, like, download, like, get started. And once they're inside, we have the welcome guides. We have all of you. We have us walking around the plaza. We have the event board. So, like, once they're in, they're in. And then the game is like, how do we hook whoever's in?
oh man. Make we're the Decentraland drug. We are the crack.
Listen, man, I mean, it's all about the Dayquil right now, not gonna lie. But I did find something amazing out about the issue I was having on the decks, just in case everybody thought I was a noob. It was because I ended my record box subscription. It reset all,
Oh,
yeah, part of the tax, when you gotta deal with those expenses. Um, Quite literally, because we ended the record box subscription, it did not store my settings and it defaulted to certain continuous plays. MFers.
I see. I see. Well,
So it wasn't
okay.
the noob on the USB. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah. So I mean, that goes back to what we mentioned earlier, that no one really knows what's going on in the background. Like if I didn't know what was going on in the background, I would have been jamming to your set, just like, oh yeah, not a care in the world, nothing's happening, everything's good, make is awesome.
I was actually proud of myself for staying in rhythm and key, considering every button I pressed would put on the song before. And thank you for saving me in real time for y'all. Dude, I'll say this. It's great to see Quan back building in the house. Good to see your family. I think ultimately there's a great energy around us right now. Kim, I think it's been awesome welcoming the Twitch streamers in. I only think there's going to be more growth that way. It'd be really great to find some sort of interaction with their stream somehow happening in some way too, like letting it be a part of the next process. Really finding the integration with them, I think is going to be mission critical for fun.
Yeah, we have a lot of different programs happening behind the scenes. Twitch streamers is one. We have a UGC campaign going out right now that's focused on TikTok. So I don't know if any of you are over at TikTok, but you'll see there's more Decentraland content coming there. We have a new YouTube thing that will be coming up in about a month. So lots of different programming happening on the back end focused on discovery of new audiences. So in addition to ads, which is happening as well. We also did big press release on Epic and mobile. It got distributed both in English and in Spanish to publications in Europe and LATAM. It was just featured today on the OpenSea newsletter, as well as a bunch of others. So trying to do a wide variety of different discovery options over the next few months to get us out to a broader audience now that we've solved some, like, mission critical things we needed to solve, which is like the plaza is a great place to meet and learn. Now that's like solved. That's working wonderfully. We have some regular events that the welcome guides can always direct people to within the plaza as their like first step. Great, that's easy. Then they meet all of you and they get to come to your events. Okay, that's working well. And the platform performance has been incredible at the Epic party. I saw at least 108 concurrent on the dance floor at one point, which is just like held really well from my experience. I hope for all of you too. And then we have mobile, and that's the biggest unlock for us because 71% of social gaming is happening on mobile. So we like had no shot at hitting any of those people before this. We know there's millions and millions of people on Epic that we can now reach through their loading screens, which we have. And then we know that I think it's 64% of social gamers use cross platform. So that gives us an opportunity when they're not at their computer, they can either do it on their mobile, or if they're at their computer, they could do the Epic builds because that gives them trust and reliability if it's a name they don't know. So we can now say download on Epic in our ads, and people will trust us more than if it was just download on Decentraland. A lot of people are a little hesitant on that if it's not a brand they recognize, and that's totally understandable. So Epic helps us like dispel that fear, which is nice. So a lot of different things firing on our side, and it's good to see it having thousands and thousands of people on our site every single day, new people. So we'll start seeing that all trickle through. Just a reminder, it takes about 6 times hearing before you make a move. So sure they see us. And
Oh, I may need you to repeat that last part because I kind of rugged a little bit. It takes about how much?
about 6 exposure points, or 6 times seeing a brand name before someone's willing to convert, is like a typical marketing
Mm-hmm.
line. So say they see Sinful, your tweet once, and then, oh, I see newsletter, and then I saw YouTube talking about it.
Kim,
Figure it out. Maybe go to the website.
We got Robo Kim.
yeah, Kim, you're rugging hard. I didn't want to jump on you, but you're rugging and you've got the good alpha. Um, I would just jump in.
Hold on. I'll even cover.
Yep,
You know,
yep, sounds good. I understood that.
the mobile Mew has been unbelievable. Huge shout to the Regenesis Labs team. I saw Toxic. I'm not sure if I see her there, but it's been so much easier to welcome people through the mobile experience, and then they go reverse and they try it. I mean, I would say we probably had, I don't know, 100 people join over the, like, since mobile, quite literally we've had at least 100 people try, uh you know, just through our own actions. And I know everybody's doing their thing, but I think the number is about 100, you know, over that period of time. And it was largely because people aren't as afraid to try things on their phone apps or computers. And it's really showing dividends. It's just been so great. I've had more real IRL friends still working on pants, you know, now that it's also on the Play Store maybe, but you know,
Hey, well, we're closer to having Pants join us on Decentraland
we're
than we've
getting
ever have.
we're getting close, buddy. I'm just going back to the record box thing. They are so evil. Like when I dug out the truth of why that was happening, it's literally because once I could not log into this BS software, yeah, they took my settings and they're like, nah, you could kiss your own ass. They so when I plugged in my USB, it no longer had the settings I stored. Bastards. I
Ah,
was so
rip.
mad. Sin,
So,
I was so mad. I just you know how I already feel about them in general, but this was like the coldest ice shit.
well, I mean, I guess that's good you didn't buy an expensive USB like we were like kind of thinking it was.
That was like the only thing I could have come to, but it was definitely not the case.
Mm. And welcome back, Kim.
Sorry, is this better?
Yes, loud and clear.
Uh, I was driving and then pulled into my driveway, and I think it was started switching to the Wi-Fi from the CarPlay.
Uh, that'll do it. Yep.
Sorry, so I probably lost you after I was saying the 6 touches, right? Did you guys hear
Cor-
that or no?
correct. You gave examples like someone will see my post and then they'll go over
Yep.
to someone else.
Yeah, so typically we see that like we see on average with like someone that saw our ads, for example, they typically convert after 4 touches or 4 exposures. But like a general marketing rule is like 6 to 7 exposures gets you a conversion or a sale. For us, I consider that a download and an in-world experience. Um, so yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. It's rare someone sees one thing max. You have to expect it happens over time. So
typically people are converting at like 30 to 60 days after like their first exposure. So it takes time for that stuff to build up, but we have really great momentum right now.
Oh man, thank you for kind of confirming that my possible posts on everything that says that asks what's your favorite project. I'm like, it's obviously the Decentraland. Decentraland is the only project.
I'll take them
It
all.
is the
Thank
best.
you.
Yes. Yeah, you never know what DGen is like looking through those comments is like with the Decentraland. This person keeps mentioning the Decentraland, and then they'll see another touch point, whether if it's an ad or uh, on Epic Games or Make over here.
Yeah, like I don't know if you guys saw this person Jake did a like honest review the other day. Not a normal community member. He saw us posting about Epic Games and he's like, "You know what? Let me download it and give it an honest take to his following." His following is not our normal following. And so like that's awesome when that stuff happens. And then being able to engage with all of you guys in the threads and like weigh in, he's now been commenting on a bunch of other threads I'm on. And so I'm like, okay, great. His audience is going to start to see that more. And so, like, it's the little touches that, like, sometimes it's like, oh, is it worth me commenting on all of this every day? I spend a lot of time on X commenting. And I'm like, but I look at my analytics this week and I'm way up in total impressions because of some of these people that are not normally our circle commenting about it. I mean, ISO Beast, who's a known KOL who usually takes a lot of like paid promotion, posted about Decentraland unprompted. And I was like, you know what? I'll take it. Love when that happens. Positive, negative, doesn't matter. Like, I will take the commentary and the exposure because it's a touch point.
Yes, yes, yeah, we lightly did touch on Jake's honest review earlier, and oh man, I have to say, and I will reiterate for because like there were people that kind of like pushed back on me, like, oh, the wording doesn't sound like it's promoting you, like promoting this, and I'm like, first of all, he's Italian, like English is probably not his first language. You could see it in his Twitter bio that he's from Italy. And then kind of like I mentioned to you, it's a breath of fresh air to kind of like see actual constructive feedback, like whether if it's a pro or a con. And I mainly look at the con there, like but like it was very constructive. It wasn't like Decentraland is the worst, blah 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 blah. I read this on the internet and blah 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 blah. It was actually someone that came in and gave it a go on their mobile. So like yeah, there was the feedback on like it gets hot, you know. Well, I mean, we invite you to join us on the desktop client. Like, give it a go, or even further than that. I mean, we have community members like Lastrum that are developing kind of like a light version of like a companion app. So the possibilities, the access points for Decentraland are opening up, and they're pretty soon we'll see like more options here. So
I actually thought his post was super positive. I was like, the things he said about it, he was like, it was friendly, it was welcoming, it was easy to jump into, it had great avatar customization. Like, I was like, those are all great things. Like,
it had
and they're true.
actual people. It had
It
actual
had
people.
people. Yep.
Yeah.
Like, all of that is very true about it. And I was like, this is great. If that's someone's first impression, I think that's a huge win because that's a first impression. I'm like that was not our first impression a year ago and like I'm not oblivious to that. Like that's a great first impression and great progress that like everyone has contributed to. So, I was really proud of that one. I was like this is great. And that's not one I reached out to and like invited him to try. I've done that to a lot of people. That one was just like organically saw this was happening and was like cool, let me check it out, and we're seeing a lot more of that. And then we're also seeing a lot more OGs like popping back in. I've met multiple in the past like 2 weeks that were like, hey, I used to play in 2021, 2022. It keeps showing up on my timeline again, so I figured I'd check it back out. And I was like, perfect, that's exactly what I would love to happen. Like, just give it a try again. because we know there's a lot of people that have tried us before and we're very different from what we used to be. And that's a
Yeah,
good
my
thing.
my favorite are like just a random post by big followed accounts like, is Decentraland back? And we're like, bruh, we've been here. We never left. Like like
Still
90% of
shipping.
other projects. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's
It's
my
still
comment on all
shipping
of them
every
because
week.
I love,
Uh,
if you see any, send them to me. I comment all the time. I always am like, hey, thanks for checking it. Like, thanks for asking. We've actually been here shipping for years. The new client came in 2024. Lots of new stuff now. We're on Epic and mobile. You're welcome to join us. Come hang out.
Oh man, yeah, actually that might be a better move to do because sometimes it depends on my mood. Like what I'll say, like if I'm not in the best mood, I'll be like, we never left, you did. But uh, that's just. But when I'm in a better mood, yes, my answer will be more refined and. Uh, but yes, okay. I will send those to you as a first point of contact. Maybe make to as well.
Yeah, it just depends who's on our villain. Like sometimes me and Sin, we have our villain arcs, but we're in general we're out here for the people. Kim, I was wondering, could you talk about the new? There is a new kind of not a possible thing you guys have out for builders for experiences. I was
The
wondering if you
open
could
call.
illuminate on that. Yep, I've been sending that out to a few
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, no problem. So there's an open call that went live, I don't know, yesterday. And there's more open calls coming. So keep your eyes peeled. But basically, the idea being we want to get specific open calls on like something we want to test or iterate with or build with. So this one is called Turn It Up. And so it's like take something that we've built recently and like put it on 1,000. Is it like a crazy lighting type of thing? Is it something cool with audio? Bay gives a bunch of examples in the open call. But yeah, that's what this one is. There are a few others in the pipeline that'll be coming out in the next few weeks. But open call, I tweeted it. I think Bay tweeted it. Dana, if she didn't yet, she will next week. So you can catch that there. I think it's don't quote me, but I think it's an $1,000 prize for the selected builds. But it's just the idea of we want to start testing more mechanics. So if you are a talented builder that can think through mechanics and how you can push the limits of certain things, this is a really great one for you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Um, been looking. Yeah, I'm gonna put that one on pause, but I appreciate the intel.
Yeah, there are some other ones coming out. They all have different like objectives, right? So this one is how do we find some more builders that can like push the technical limits of what we're building? That's what this one's for. There's going to be one coming out next week that is focused actually outside of our community, and it's how do we get more people with a really big, or not really big, a macro sized audience to think of Decentraland as a platform for them, for their community. So say you are a YouTube live streamer that focuses on, I'm making something up, but like anime culture, and you do a show. Cool. Would you like to bring your show into the theater? This is how this could work. So we're doing like a big open call about that that's coming out soon, which is about bringing in show hosts or community leaders that have a certain size audience to test the theater as a place for them to collaborate. And then there's going to be more builder ones coming. The goal is going to be that we kind of always, not always, but like over the next few months, we have a new open call coming. So as soon as one closes, the next one opens. So Bay is leading that initiative right now and is working through with like the content team what type of content we want in world that maybe we need a nudge on. But each one will have like a different objective for what we're trying to do. So this one with the builders is like we want to push the limits. The one with the streamers or different show hosts or whatever it is, that one is we want to import other audiences into Decentraland at scale. That's what that one's going to test. So each one is testing something different in a very quick, slow way. I mean, quick, efficient way through open calls. So if you see any that someone would be a good fit for, send them out. Like, help us spread the word to those communities. I
Thank
do
you,
have to
Kim.
jump. I have to jump for mom life stuff. But everyone, this has been great. Have fun. And I will be trying to do better job on the egg hunt later today because I failed miserably.
Oh my God, those bouncing ones are impossible. Thank you, Kim. Have a great day. And I see Chaz Gold has joined us up on stage. What's up, Chaz? How are you?
What's going on? I saw you guys got a Decentraland in the Epic store, dude. Congratulations on that one. I
Yes,
just saw that
yes. It's
announcement yesterday. That's really
been
cool.
a long time coming. Like
Yeah.
we had found it a while back in there, just lingering, and we just been keeping our cards tight. But the official release, I think it happened like last week, I believe. Yeah, I think so. It was like
I
last
saw the
week, and then
announcement
we
like 2 days ago, so I was like, I want to. And I saw you guys brought the Portland. Who did the Portland Frog?
that was yeah, that was he goes by the name of Zom, I believe. Yeah, he made
That's awesome.
and yeah, he like posted it for like 1 mana, and I had to pick one up. I,
I was like, oh hell! I know that guy.
oh, you know Zom?
No, I know the guy that the Portland Frog guy.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
I'm from here. Like I've met him. I've met him before. I know he is.
uh,
So yeah, it's kind of funny. I was like, I sent him a text and I was like, look at this. He's like, that's hilarious. That's awesome. So
you should invite him on the Decentraland, and we'll get him a Portland Frog wearable.
a wearable, and yeah, she could be the frog in the land too. I know. Yeah, I know. I'll tell him.
Yeah, let him know that let him know, and let him know to let us know that he's here, so that we could send him one of
I
those.
definitely will. I'll let him know, dude. I'll let him know what he says.
uh,
So he's not
but
really.
yeah,
He's not really even on. It's funny because like you would think that he'd be on Twitter on like the least political side, but he's not. He's barely on Facebook. He's like he just goes to protests all the time. It's funny. He started a whole movement and like he didn't even mean to.
oh man, pretty soon he'll be selling Portland Frog uh costumes all around the US.
People already are. It's just hilarious. Like there's like all the protests here, like out in front of the ice building is a bunch of people in like inflatable costumes now. Because like it keeps the tear gas out. Unless like what happened to him was uh that he um they actually like ran up on him and like shot pepper balls inside of his the inflator thing. It's messed up, you know. It was like, damn,
Oh
bro.
man. Oh
Yeah.
man. There's definitely no ventilation in that thing.
Yeah, it's
Oh
just funny because
boy.
like there'll be like 60 people in inflatable costumes out in front of ice, like with like a big ass boombox, like dancing to disco music and like roller skating around, and like that's the protest. And like the ice guys are like shooting off paper balls and pepper balls and like and what's it called uh um and tear gas, and it's like it's hilarious. I'm like, why are you guys tear gassing people in like inflatable costumes? Like I don't understand. Like that's just stupid. You know? So it's just funny, dude. It's weird. It's like such a Portland thing. Portland gets weird
I
like that.
I guess they got the funding to blow.
Yeah, yeah, no shit. I was like, it's
R-
ridiculous though. It's kind of fun.
but uh yeah, it's awesome hearing from you again. What's up? How you been? How's the art life been treating you, my
It's
friend?
good. I'm on day 94 of my dailies that I'm doing for a whole year on transient. So that's going good. There's actually a bid on today's um was it today or yesterday's? yesterday's auction has a bid on it already, and I don't know. It's been working a lot, like learning how to make my own kit bashing stuff in Tripo, so that I can take that and bring it into Blender and like Unreal. So I'm kind of building my own little like parts of worlds, like buildings and structures and landscapes and stuff like that. Like making like just can like I'm constantly like making small little like components that'll be bigger worlds that I can like that I'm putting together is like it's like as bigger like scenes and whatnot that I can do like video stuff with. So I'm learning how to do all that shit.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice. I, I mean, never a bad thing to know. And in all honesty, like you never know when, like your creation would have a opportunity to be shown to the world. Be seen by everyone.
yeah. I mean, I got chosen for the Beeple show for one of my pieces for coming up the Node Foundation this 18th down in California. So that's cool.
Oh, damn!
So I'll be on the screens
Nice.
at Node Foundation, which is pretty neat. Yeah.
That's the
I don't know which
good.
one it is because I this time I submitted like 9 pieces, so I have no idea which one they chose.
Yeah, just make sure to let them know to let you know which one it is before you like pull
I
up
tried
like
sending them a message and email and they didn't get back to me. So I'm just like, whatever, dude. I'll find out when I get there on that night. You know what I mean? Because there's a VIP with the artist guests and the people that are gonna be a part of the show. There's the first 2 hours of the show is for VIPs and their guests for the artists. It's gonna be an artist like um kind of meetup thing before the actual gallery show opens. So I'll know which one it was when it opens for the for the public. So that's cool though. I'm actually gonna mint it with whichever one it is, and I'm gonna make it a free edition on Transient for the whole community just to give it away.
ooh, definitely let me know. Let me
I
know.
will.
I'll pick one up for sure.
Yeah. And I'll be there in person on the 18th down there in Palo Alto. I'm flying down for that.
Dude, so dope. And also, I mean, congratulations on the opportunity. Like, Beeple is one of those names that like transcends like Web3, like barriers in Web3, like and whatever corner that you may look in, like in whatever Web3 community, it's like everyone knows the name Beeple. So
That's very
big
true.
congrats.
Yeah, everybody knows who he is. That's the one. That's the beauty of like being at that show. I didn't get chosen for the one for South Carolina, but that's okay because I got chosen for this one. So I'm like, cool. It's the second time I've been chosen for a show.
Hey, big congrats. Big
And then NFT
congrats.
NYC is coming up too. And then Art Blocks actually has an open call for artists for Marfa this year in October.
Hey, Chaz, will you do me a favor and tell Mew he's coming to NFT NYC this year? He's got a
You
place
know
to
I don't
stay and
like the
he's
New
dying.
Yorks.
He is dying to come run the MetaBeast Roman Party live from NFT New York.
I will
I'll
be
do it
there. I
from
already
your
got my
pool.
plane tickets, so I already have my tickets to go. So I'm
So
excited.
I've got a group of people who are planning to chloroform and smuggle Mew to New York City. So I just wanted to put that warm energy out there. We need a live Mew real soon.
You
Sorry,
definitely should
I'm
go.
priming
You,
the pump. Priming the pump, Chaz. You got to help me out here.
I'll do my best. You should go though. Really, honestly, you really like it's an experience. If you haven't gone, you should at least go once because it's fun. It's a good. I mean, you don't have to go to the conference. You could just like go to all the satellite parties. The
Damn, and
conference
here
is
I am.
expensive.
We are going to have a satellite party again this year. The MetaBeast roaming party will return to NFT New York, and this time, maybe with a special host. We have a deal too, Chaz Gold, that just says, I promise if any trouble rises, I'll beat somebody to death with a skateboard for my meal.
That's awesome. I'm hoping that like between now and September, my little bots collection will pick up enough that we could like I'll actually see people like running around and like cosplaying with old like PC monitors on their heads as their characters, their little bots. That's my goal.
Chaz, one of your NFTs that I still have is one of the longest held NFTs I own.
That's cool. You know, today's my 5-year anniversary. I minted my very first Ethereum piece on, well, at least it's my Ethereum anniversary, but April 4th, 2021. I made a post about it. It's on my timeline somewhere. So yeah, I minted it and sold it the same day from in a clubhouse room.
Hey, congrats once again.
Yeah, April 4th, 2021. That's crazy. 5 years old. 5 years ago.
not not many creators or events or just, I mean, I guess just people in general last 5 years in Web3.
That's very true. It doesn't. We don't. Yeah, number of people I know from like back in 21 are still around. You know what I mean?
Yep, or they've taken a huge hiatus at some point and then like
Yeah.
just popping back in and stuff like that, which I don't count as a 5 year thing as much as they want to say like, oh yeah, I've been here for 5 years. No, you showed up 5 years ago.
Right. Yeah. No,
That
I've actually been here grinding for the last 5 years, like solid. Like there's been no stop. You know what I mean?
can't stop, won't stop. And I
Yeah.
mean that for a lot of people here in the room, I mean it's the same kind of story. Like they've been here, and they continue to grind every single day, every month, whatever it is, every week.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
I am
But
so lost, you guys. I just like I took a wrong turn somewhere and like I got myself lost in my car. I'm like, oh
oh
Jesus.
man, this is your reminder, guys. Do not Twitter space and drive. Um,
Well, when you have Meta glasses, it's pretty easy because I could just hear you guys in my ears, dude.
Ah, I see, I
And that's
see.
why it
We
sounds so good too. Because like, you know what I mean? Because
nice. I mean,
yeah, it
you're
cuts all the
making
filter
a
out. So
you're making a good argument for me to want to pick some up. I mean, I've been looking at those things for years, and I've wanted to pick up
they're a
some
pain in the ass
glasses.
though, because sometimes the audio will go out and they're like they don't work really well and like it kind of sucks. So there's that. Like I've had this like the fifth player that I've gone through because I'm really hard on everything that I have. So I don't know what I keep doing to them, but like I'm hopefully this pair will be like a little bit because they're newer ones. It's a newer model, so they're not the ones with the wristband, but the AR interactive, like the little heads up display. I really want those, but those are like $300 more. So I'm like, yeah. But
Oh
anyways, I'm
shit, the
almost to
AR
where I gotta
displays
go,
too.
so I have to cut out. I gotta actually run and get. I got here now. I just realized like I didn't get the ice that my sister wanted me to get, and I'm here early, so I gotta
Ooh,
run and find some place to get ice.
yep. Alrighty,
So
Chaz. Good hearing from you. Thank
yeah,
you.
you too. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll
Talk
come
to you
back. I'll come back
soon.
next Sunday.
Yes, sir.
All right.
We'll be
Bye.
here. Welcome back, Make. Uh,
We so back.
yes, sir. So,
Um, yeah, you heard it here first. Muse coming to NFT. I love this idea. I love that you threw that out there. I am so excited.
and I'm over here like Chaz is like, you don't even have to go to the events, and I'm over here like, but the events are what I want to go to. I don't want to fucking party. I want to fucking talk to people. Like, I want to network. I want to spread the good word of Decentraland. I can't be doing that at a bar, whispering, like just yelling into some girl's ear while like buying her a drink.
I
She'll
mean,
be
I
like,
think
"Yeah,
you could do
whatever. Give
all
me my."
sorts of things, Mew.
She'll be
We
like,
could
"Yeah,
have it
whatever.
all.
Give me my drink. Give me my drink. I don't care about Decentraland. Fuck Decentraland. All I care is about this drink."
We so back.
Nah, just kidding, guys. I don't buy girls drinks. They can buy their own drinks. Unless it's one of you pretty girls that are here on the central land, I would buy all of you drinks because I know I know uh you guys know that Mew loves you all. I don't buy random girls drinks. They can buy their own drinks.
He's definitely so far. This is going totally not true. He's buying all the girls' drinks. He's coming to party. Oh, dude, I'm getting excited already. Brittany, are you coming? You're totally coming.
Fancy, I'll buy you a drink too. I see your emotes down there. I'll buy you a drink.
It's funny when you say every time I hear fancy, I want money, fancy shit, buy me something. I know you rich. I've not timed that well with fancy and where we're at when I see him come through the Meta Beast party. Are that I always want to play fancy shit for you every time, but it's always like not in key, and I'm like, fuck. But I think about you, like Britney, there's like a Matador song, Britney, that anytime I even see it in a playlist, I have to just like write Britney and be like, I found the song again. But fancy shit for you fans, that is for real. I'll send you it. It's brilliant.
Like maybe we should like try to time it one of these days. Like Fancy's like coming to the Meta Beast roaming party. You're like we're just like in the background. Okay, Fancy's coming. Okay, then you like cue the song. I'm so fancy. You
I
already know.
I think it's just even more fun that we have theme songs for multiple friends. You know what I mean? Like if like I know where to go when I see certain people, I'm like, oh, this is so fucking on. But Matador or Brittany, that's like all time great right there.
uh, y- I, I would have to agree. I would have to agree.
Dude, I'm
and
still so mad about this record box situation, bud. Like we get mad about Decentraland and what could go wrong, and we get really cranky about it. Record box is the most evil company. Like, bro, like you can't take away somebody's settings on a USB. Like that's just not okay.
uh that's then it goes back to like buy our subscription. Is there like a cheap record box subscription? I know that shit's
They're
expensive. Is there like
different.
a
They're just different things that aren't record box. But at the end of the day, they really are just terrible. It's a terrible software. Their hardware is brilliant. Their software is junk. And if you're only going to take away things like basic settings that people have by having a subscription, it's just even eviler. Is like that is so incredibly evil to say, okay, you no longer pay for a cloud service, so you can't save your settings on a USB any longer. That is blasphemous. Token fucking gating, boy.
what token gators? You know what? We should just make our own shit. Let's make our own record box, and they'll have cocaine, and they'll have strippers, and you know what? Forget about the record box idea. No. For those of you that didn't catch on to that, that was like a Futurama thing from one of the episode when they went to the moon and the humans went to hide in the old moon landing uh or a spaceship because they would get cold and die, and then they like locked Bender out, and he's like, oh, I see how it is, guys. You guys find your shelter, and then you leave me out. You know what, I'm gonna make my own shelter, and it's gonna have strippers and hookers. And then he's like, you know what, forget about the shelter idea, I'm out.
I thought you were just talking about NFT New York still. That
No,
was
we're
a
gonna have our
joke.
own
That was a
NFT. We're
joke.
gonna have our own NFT New York. You know what, yeah, yeah, we're gonna have our own.
I think it's in September this year, which, you know.
Sheesh. September. Usually, okay, and then usually like I think Miami turns out being in like November, December around there. Okay.
Yeah, usually Art Basil's like the week before you go to Christmas break happiness.
Yeah, but like how Decentraland friendly is NFT NYC? Like I've heard great things about East Denver because that's like more like developer focused.
I mean, I think anywhere you could go party, it's you find your people, you know?
But I don't
I don't
like
know
to
that
party.
anyone is
Party on the
specific. I
internet.
think NFT New York is generally speaking about NFT projects more than blockchain stuff, you know? But who knows what it's going to evolve to this year? I feel like we're all evolving. It's going to be interesting. I
All
just
right.
want to throw a dope party.
All right, tell you what. And this goes for like any event. If you can get me on a stage, I'll go to any NFT anywhere. I'll go to NFT freaking middle of the Atlantic Ocean if you get me on a stage as a speaker, as a panel speaker.
I'm sure that could happen on. I mean, if I had to go full disclosure, the last two NFT New Yorks, I didn't do the conference. I just went to the parties or had parties, and it went great. So technically speaking, we could have our own stage.
Yeah, like can you imagine in the middle of a venue, just like, okay, okay, guys, we're cutting the music. Mew Mew wants to speak, and you just put a chair out in the light with a microphone.
We could just have you go first. It'll be first the talk and then the party.
Oh, oh, and you throwing out some pretty solid ideas there. But but yes, that is usually what will make me go headfirst into anything. Get me on a stage so that I can mew into a mic.
On the list. On the list, Peter.
Yes. So if anyone out there listening knows of like any open calls, any open anything that I can sign up to, send them my way, uh, and I will apply.
Well, I think you
So
should. I think you should apply to NFT New York to talk this year. Absolutely. That you should be doing right now. Not right now, but you know what I mean. So do
yes,
that. You got a place to stay, and we'll go
yes,
from there.
yes. All right, all right. Looks like we're forming a game plan here. uh, Alrighty. Well, looks like we're about to hit our 3 hour mark here. I guess think it might be a good time to start winding down. What do you think, Make?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and take a nap for the rest of the evening. I am still hurting, but we got this, man. What a great run. The energy's been fantastic. Go find yourself an Easter egg and go check out Los Cats. Still out here doing her thing. She's gonna be hitting it hard. And then take a tour. And then tonight, when you're all rested up, catch some after hours. I know Austin's back on the decks for after hours tonight.
Hey, let's go. Yeah, you killed it last week at After Hours. Freaking 4 hours long performance, just going hard on the paint. Maybe that's why you got sick. No, no, you have like way more energy than that.
No, that was definitely my son hacking all over a small house. He definitely had the flu, and I have that now. But it's fun to let your hair down. You know, like an hour ain't enough for me to get loose. That was so much fun. I'm so stoked to see what Minotaur like consistently out there. Austin's been such a great ad, and it was so fun to let the hair down. Last night, getting less than an hour. I want to just get on the decks right now.
Yeah, yeah, you were like sick, dying, like 101-degree fever, and we were having the technical issues, and you're like, you know what, let me get back in there. And we're like, no, go to bed.
Got it bad.
Yep, yep. I think it may have been Yolantis's voice of reason that may have
It
you
literally
know,
was
we,
Yolantis. Like, make
we,
just stop, dude. And it was a
yeah.
burner of an evening in bed. But she was right. I was like, you know what? Yolantis is usually correct. I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, later on, we were like saying it's like with like me and Vape, we're like, you know what? He doesn't listen to us, so it was most likely Yolantis that did that did the job. Um, Alrighty, well, let's see. Looking down, looking at our events here, and tonight I will make sure to rent. our movie for tomorrow, Easter Sunday. Let's see. Let's see. Go to the event page. Pull that shit up right now. Okay, so right now we have a live event that we have going on right now is the Decentraland Easter Egg Extravaganza, put together by our very own Meta Beast. Go over there and decorate your own egg. Uh, Let's see. Let's see. We also have Old Guys Bad Egg game, which was fun. I have to say those bouncing eggs are fucking impossible, I swear. And then in 1 hour, oh wow. Okay, I see that they've moved back an hour. In 1 hour, DJ Los Cat will be taking the stage, or at least so the event page says. In 4 hours, so that would be, I want to say, either 7 p.m. EST or 6 p.m. EST, one of the two. Billy T Coin will be going live for ABC Decentraland Tours. And I I think since Oddjob mentioned it earlier, he might be one of the hosts tonight, as well as I know Toxic Waifu has been helping out and hosting ABC Decentraland Tours as well. Awesome team member to have. Love you, Toxic. And in 7 hours, Metaverse After Hours will be going live with Austin Deshenny. And I I guess this Easter event may be rated X, so I don't know if I want to attend it on the Lord's Day, I guess we can call it. But Mr. Cat House has a Easter rave. Oh, it's a rave party. Okay, thank God. I thought it was going to be like one of those like Mr. Cat versus the Easter Bunny, and it's just like yeah. I don't think I need to go into more detail. Um, tomorrow at let's see, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, we will be going live for our movie night. Me and MetaBeast will be going live for our movie night. And we will be watching Easter Sunday. It is a comedy. Uh, let's see. Oh, with Joe Coy. So if you guys are around and want to spend some time with the Decentraland family, we will be at one exists parcel at coordinates -141, comma 77. So come on through. Um, Monday we have MoFi on Mondays at Casa Rustan. We have Beyond the NFT at La Cantina. Tomorrow's or Monday's guest will be Twix Cashew. And I mean, wow, everywhere, every direction I
Wait,
look.
hot off the press, MFR. I saw her pull into the CBD. How did that come out? That I cannot wait for. Surprise. Holy
Surprise,
shit.
surprise. Yeah, every direction I look, like, and I say the words Twix Cashew, everyone's like, oh, that be a legend. So can't wait to have them on the show and, of course, like introduce them to our Decentraland family for those that don't know her. And even like for myself to get to know her and what she does a little better in Web3.
Oh, I'm this is wait a minute. How did this I need a little bit of how. That's one of my oldest friends in
Oh,
Web3, man. I've
oh,
she's taken journeys with me more than anybody I know. I love Twigs to death. What a fantastic surprise.
I just slide into her DMs and I was like, mew, mew, mew. And she said yes. That's usually how it goes, you know. Uh,
I will be there with bells on. Not that I wouldn't anyway, but Twix is amazing. I'm just gonna throw out works for quite an animation studio as well. What a
oh,
talented
really?
human. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard many things about her talents, but yeah, I mean, I want to learn more for sure. Um,
Also a grail she like as NFTs and hunting and grail she is a grail hunter.
I hear legendary D God, her a D God member.
Among others, yes, she is she's got them all. But when I tell you, when there was that time of hunting grails, there was no one else like Twix Cashew.
What a savage. Okay. Oh, I lost my line here. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Beyond the NFT, Twix Cashew. Check us out live at 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday, April 6th. And then on Tuesday, we have the absolute basics of building in Decentraland, hosted by Kanessa, and she'll be building out her metaverse dreams live with you guys while and yeah, you can ask questions as well as even follow along. And later on Tuesday, there's going to be WTF DCL with Toxic Waifu, so hosted by Toxic Waifu. So yeah, make sure to check all these events out. Great events, great community members, and I have to say, my favorite. They're all my favorite events and my favorite community members. So, big love to all of you. Thank you so much for pulling up to the space today. I guess I'll go around the room here one last time for any final thoughts, comments, and or concerns. MetaBeast, take it away if you are still here.
I think you
He's
covered
sleeping.
it
Oh, there he
for
is.
now. I'll save anything else for next week because I said I would allow people some time to answer.
Alrighty. Thank you, MetaBeast. And yeah, look forward to Sunday or tomorrow. And how about you, Make? Any final thoughts?
Just gonna be right here building with you, buddy. Gonna be a really wild, fun next chapter. And we're just getting started. Let's fucking go. Have a great night, y'all. I'm gonna met up and go to bed.
Yes, yes. Get some more rest, my friend. You deserve it. And thank you for pulling up. My partner in crime, my peng in my fellow peng in crime, had to leave early today. She's currently traveling, so thank you for being here for the meal, making sure I don't set La Cantina on fire or anything on fire, because you know how I can be. I can be very clumsy and I'll knock something over, and then before you know it, like there's a huge house fire, and then I have to explain to Canessa like why there's a fire. So good. I didn't have to explain the destruction today. Uh, but so yeah, thank you everyone. Love you all. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Um, and yeah, we'll be back here next week for Community Building Decentraland Week 200. Bye.